Good moment to everybody. Welcome to the new world of reality. As we are aware of the present chaotic state of this world in almost all the fields of existence, right starting from the physical, psychological, social and spiritual level, the orator, Mr. Mahesh, rebelliously unveils the main aspects of our life and firmly ascertains the truth which he has confronted. He has discussed 18 chapters starting from Who is the Experiencer to Renunciation, in which he confided the ultimate truth which transforms a human being from the age-long darkness and ignorance. Here speaks Mr. Mahesh.
Now, in the name of that holiness, in the name of that eternal being, in the name of that most sacred, the following is being spoken. Respected listeners, this speech carries with it not mere words, but love. The speaker is glad to humbly dedicate this speech to all the honorable listeners. To rightly convey the contents, this speech has been spoken as a one-to-one oral communication, as a friend talks to another intimate friend, as a son talks to his parents, as a brother talks to his sisters and brothers. Thank you. Introduction. Now, here, in this one earth where we live in, there are many different worlds. Erudite live in one world and ignorant in another world. Likewise, rich, poor, theist, atheist, agnostic, youth, old and so on, each live in their own world. Right through many centuries, the scholarly world dominates the ignorance's world. Likewise, higher the lower and strong the weak. And this domination is intentional. This intentional domination has perpetuated for millennia. The whole past, which one calls history, reveals this even to an ordinary naked eye. No erudition or specialization is required to perceive this simple fact. The today, the now, is the seduction of this whole past. The today is the result of so many wounds of the past. That's why today seems so unholy. Today is in an abyss. This intentional domination upon the ignorance and the youth by the wrong scholars, authors, politicians, priests, leaders and so on is ever perpetuating and flowing in the now. And if the now or today is to be cleansed, made holy and healthy, the poisonous breath of these dominants, which is the continuation of the cruel past, is to be stilled. Due to this poisonous breath which has infected almost everybody, the now, the today, forces one to dominate the other. Its force is so much that a human being is puny in front of it and unable to protect herself or himself from this poisonous breath, which leads one to inevitably pursue the path of domination. Hence, in one way or other, almost everyone has fallen as a prey to this beast. Wherever one turns, wherever one sees, there is only domination and wanting of power to dominate more. Scholars and authors dominate the ignorance and also completely ruin the younger generation and their potentiality. The younger generation, being potential to find out the actual truth of the issues of life, are being exploited intentionally by the wrong authors, wrong scholars, celebrities, leaders, priests and politicians right throughout the world through many centuries merely for the satisfaction they derive out of dominance. On the first hand, what is domination at all? The term domination means it is the expression of complete selfishness, hypocrisy, self-aggrandizement, greed, demanding instant results, claiming more than what one actually is, and so on. All these traits act as reasons for domination. In short, people of this category deliver only domination. Nowadays, the visual media, filmmakers, politicians, scholars, authors, analysts, priests, celebrities who have the upper hand in this society, except maybe a very few, belong to these traits and hence they dominate the whole world. And as a consequence, the whole world is terrible now to live in. Truth has been submerged and hypocrisy overwhelms. How can the ignorance and the innocent people who are our mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, children, friends and beloveds to be saved at all from this domination which breeds chaos? Will they allow a change to happen in themselves? A change that will put an end to this fearful life? Will they war against this ugly past and its promises? Surely this is possible if the truth is sufficiently revealed. It is the absence of truth that has made this world turbulent and intolerant to live in. To look at all the details of these matters vividly, can one touch the very basic issues of life, hold on to it, observe it as it is, and then understand it probably rightly. To save our people, along with the younger generation, there is no need to describe in detail with a lot many examples and metaphors, neither in a logical way nor in a poetic manner, the truth about the exploitation of the youth and ignorance by the filmmakers, visual media, erudite scholars, authors, politicians, priests, revolutionary leaders and so on. So, can one directly come to the point and say, yes, these dominants exploit every generation and hence there has to be a clear-cut understanding which eradicates all the wrong knowledge and puts one in a state where one is not deceived anymore by these dominants? Or, if one says that one wants detailed report to prove that we are dominated, then one can possibly never be explained and made understood, because a person who is unable to understand the truth which is directly in front of her or him can never ever understand the truth in the other way round, which is via arguments. Those who deny direct perception and rely only on arguments actually denies the real. And without the real, whatever be their ideology and philosophy, it is but sheer imaginary and hypothetical. If one thus perceives the truth directly, then the real goodness and the real transformation will bloom, which leads in the ending of the catastrophe and the beginning of a new, uncontaminated now. The intentional domination of these dominants upon the ignorant people, by making them slaves to lust, crippling their minds with their poor unhealthy ideologies, and by misdirecting the people's intelligence in the matter of gauging and rightly valuing things in their life, has made the people futile in choosing the right path and to lead a comprehensive life. Adopting wrong ideologies, wrong views, and wrong purpose about life leads to giving wrong values to right things and right values to wrong things. These given values as such lived with puts the life in turbulence. For to what one gives much value decides one's peace and happiness in life. Hence, can one give right values to things with which one lives in? Not going much into the details of how people are being exploited by these dominants, shall we directly come to the point and say what should be learnt by our people, and how should it be learned, rather than merely finding faults on these dominants? Because once if one knows what is to be known, then one can never be deceived and fall as a prey to these dominants. So, what is this, what is to be known all about?